Well, like you said, price trumps volume, number one.
Yep.
Number two, the rest of the world got punched and Exxon and Chevron got pinched.
Okay.
And I think, when you think about the integrated model during times of stress, that's when it works. And I think you'll see similar for 2Q as well, because 1Q, we only had 1 month of that price inflation. We're coming into the second month of inflated prices here. So from an upstream perspective, net benefit to both, even though the production outages are probably more sustained into 2Q, but overall prices are higher and price trumps volume. So for the most part, we're moving toward an environment for them where at least the upstream component will do well.
And upstream, of course, is exploration and production. Downstream is refining. What was notable to me in looking at the results is that ExxonMobil was just as challenged as everyone else in giving guidance, because no one knows how long the Strait of Hormuz will be closed for. And they really couldn't pinpoint anything.
Can't pinpoint anything. And if you look at prices along the curve, I'm not really sure the traders really appreciate it as well, because we're here and we see that $100 per barrel. But if you look at the November and December contracts, they're somewhere in the high 70s, low 80s. And so interestingly, by the time we get into election season, those contracts will be the spot contracts. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens at that point. But for the most part, if you think about not only Exxon and Chevron, but also the other majors across the globe, you're seeing the same kind of results where price is trumping volume for the most part.
Just lastly, Vince, before we let you go, why don't I just go down to Texas and drill a hole? What are rig counts doing? Are the landmans, the wildcatters of the world, are they taking advantage of $100 oil?
They are still being disciplined because, as I mentioned to you, the prices out on the longer end of the curve are still somewhat subdued. And so they're not really incentivizing you to drop a lot of capital into the ground. But more importantly, guys like you, investors overall, telling the space, I don't want additional molecules. What I want is distributions. And that's the process of shareholder engagement, giving them dividends and the stock buybacks that they need.
All right,
It's no fun.
Vincent, you just kind of killed Paul's dream there. He was ready to take off to Texas tomorrow.